All right, this is a screencast primarily for you guys that are doing remote learning because I looked over your daily check-ins, and while you guys are clearly making an effort, I figured I would do a real quick video how-to so that you guys know exactly what I'm asking for on the questions that pertain to the National Hurricane Center's website. So even though it is no longer Friday, August the 21st, I'm just going to use that one as kind of a pretend. And all these questions up here pertain to the video, so we're just going to scroll past those. But when we come to the ones about the National Hurricane Center website, the first question is to fill in the date and time for the latest Atlantic tropical cyclones and disturbances. So when you go to the National Hurricane Center's webpage, there is a graphic that pops up on their homepage. That is not it. It looks like this. Okay, this one happens to be for Sunday, August 23rd, 2020 at 10:57 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Okay, that's probably no longer accurate as of whenever you're watching this because they do change all the time. But this would be what you would record if I ask you for the date and time. It's down here in the bottom left. And all you need to do is just put 10:57 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. By the way, 10:57 a.m. is the same as 9:57 here in Texas because we're an hour behind. Okay. All right. Let me go through some other pictures. These are from earlier in this month. So for instance, if you were looking at this graphic and were being asked to record some information. First of all, here is where you would find your date and time. So you would go back to your Google form and you would type in your answer right there, whatever time that was. I've already forgotten because I have such a short memory. Let's see, let's go back. You would have put 7:20 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, or you could have put 6:20 a.m. Texas time. Okay. Then the other thing you need to look at are the symbols that appear on the map. Here is a ring with a red X, and it's what's left of Isaias, which is a storm that kind of rolled up the eastern seaboard earlier in August. And we can look down here at the key, and that indicates a post-tropical cyclone or remnant. What that means is that's the leftovers from a tropical cyclone. It's not considered a cyclone anymore, but that's what's left of it. Then we have an X, and if we look down at the key, all of your X's are some sort of current tropical disturbance. Okay? If it's a tropical disturbance that has a relatively low chance of getting better organized in the next couple of days, then they'll give it a yellow X. Medium chance gets an orange X. High chance gets a red X. So for instance, if this was your graphic for a particular day, you would record your date and time, but then you would come down here and you would click on any of these symbols that were in that particular graphic. So we had a post-tropical cyclone, which was this symbol. And what else did we have? And we had a tropical disturbance with a low chance of cyclone formation. So you would have checked those two things. Okay? All right. Let's say you do another day, and this is what you see. Okay? If you were looking at this particular day, here would be your date and time. This is Friday, July 31st, 3:05 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So you'd put either 3:05 p.m. Eastern, or you could put 2:05 p.m. Texas time. But look, the symbols that you see are different. This is back when Isaias was actually a hurricane. So this is a hurricane symbol right there. And then we have two X's. So we have two tropical disturbances that are being watched. One with a relatively low chance of forming, and the other one with a medium chance. So if that is what you saw, you would go back here. Let's clear these out. And you would instead click the one that indicates hurricane, the one that indicates disturbance, low chance, and disturbance, medium chance. So you would click this one, and this one, and this one. So it just depends on the day, what's going on out in the Atlantic as to which things you choose. And then down here, once you've chosen You can summarize. For instance, if we had done the graphic that we just looked at, we could say that there are, you could type this in your summary, there are 2 tropical disturbances in the Atlantic, one with a low chance of formation, another with a medium chance of formation, and there's also Hurricane Isaias, or however they were pronouncing it. Okay, and you would just give me a summary of the things that are going on in the Atlantic at that time. Okay, so hopefully that'll give you a little bit more direction as to what I want. Obviously, you're about to do the one for Monday, August 24th, and it's the same sort of thing, but you're going to look at the current. You're going to look at the current forecast for whatever time you're looking at. So it should be the 24th at some point, and you should go to the National Hurricane Center, pop up that graphic, which comes up on the home page, like I said. So when you get to the home page, it'll look just like this. And all you have to do is just scroll down a tad, and here's what you need to look at. Okay.